good morning, or good night, wherever you are. Welcome again to my channel, Jamaican African Travel. I want to take the time out to big up all my subscribers, followers. Thank you for the support, and continue to subscribe, like and share, and make a comment. My topic today is the food crisis that's going on over in the West, or in the world. And if you ask some people in the West if they are experiencing food crisis, they would say no. But here are a few headlines. CNBC as UK battle food, fuel, and labor crisis. Boris Johnson promised change. He promised to import 30,000 labor and giving wage increase. The Al Jazeera News, Sri Lanka allows sharp rise in food prices to ease shortage 20 hours ago. And 3 days ago, Walmart is facing these 5 shortages right now: beef, pork, chicken, juices, snack. And BBC a few weeks ago saying that the food crisis could be permanent, said by the industry body. So I'm saying to people, we need to take this very serious. We need to prepare for the second round of pandemic, which is the hunger pandemic. They are blaming it. No, they are saying it's a labor shortage, which is true, but there are many other things associated with the labor shortage because they are the ones that creating it. Because of this pandemic, they make a lot of foolish, no-brainer changes, like asking healthy, strong people to stay home, not producing, give them triple wage increases, and ask the frontline workers to work without a single penny on their pay. So if you ask people to stay home, they are making double time, more than what they were used to work for. Or you're going to get them now to go out now and work for that previous money. So the people discover that in the first place, you were underpaying them. You were robbing them. So people don't willing to go to work for that low wages anymore. The second thing, people stay home, get more creative now, be their own CEO, and we also have to big up YouTube. Many people start up their YouTube channel making money, far more money than what they used to work. So people get the clear picture now that be a CEO, be your own boss, is how you create wealth. So that is one other aspect. So I'm saying, we in serious trouble. Because I don't know. On the other hand, the young people, them don't want to work. They are well fixed around their computer. So I don't know how you're going to get them from around that computer to work. If you go in California, which is the main port that receiving the goods from China, there are so many ships that dock on the ocean cannot unload. There are thousands top of thousands of empty containers cannot reach back to China. And these holding up of goods can be the trade war between US and China, but that for another later. But again, this pandemic, they know because people were telling them, showing them that if you have people staying home, paying them these lots of money and no production, it's going to lead to food crisis, food shortage, inflation. But you know, give a deaf ears to what people saying, because you guys did well design this. You have your plan. To see it come to fiction, saying that people were warning you, but you ignore it. Because what the virus don't kill, the hunger will take the rest of them. Because you designed this thing because to bring in your technology or your robot, because robot not going to call and telling you I'm not coming to work today. You don't have to pay robot, give them sick leave, paid sick leave. You don't have to pay robot health insurance or pay towards their retirement. So they designed this to save back a lot of money and get rich and richer and blame it on the pandemic. Yeah, the pandemic is real, but when you ask people to stay home not producing, this is the end result. It's going to lead to starvation. And people, a lot of you don't take this thing seriously. But you better get prepared. Start store up on the water, because water getting short. So what really happened, people have food now, but when you ask the industry, them telling you their inventory or their warehouse is getting lower and lower, and if they are not restocking, so you know that's how the shortage is coming on. But I'm telling you, before even this pandemic, when this famous businessman coming out to tell people to prepare. So, and then few months later, it's all come about. So, this is a well-designed and planned thing. So, people must continue to follow up on YouTube, because some people on YouTube putting out some valid information, getting information even faster than the misinformed, the media houses and newsroom. They are not bringing out the information as fast as the YouTubers, because it's a competition going on. The people that put out the best news are the most informed news. They are the ones that get the followers. And I'm telling you, there are so many well-informed people putting out real news, reality news, things that are going to happen long before the main news room bring it out. So we need to stay vigilant, people, be on top of the situation and get prepared, because I'm going to show you some of the ways you can start get creative. Let me show you what I'm doing right now. I start see what I'm doing right now, how I'm catching my seeds in this container here. I put the seeds in there, then I wet the paper towel, and then I cover it over, put it away in a dark place, and I keep watching it until it starts germinate. I take them and put in this here. This is an egg tray. I use it up. So as soon as they catch more larger, I transfer them over here. See it? This is how I've been catching my seed. You don't need a lot of dirt to do this. You had to going out to making beds. So what I do, I have 2 cups. This one, you see it? I cut the hole and pour the dirt, and then I have a second one that if you have it inside your house and you pour the water not going to leak on the floor, and when these get bigger, the root could support the water that's in the bottom. So you don't need acres of land or squares of land to be producing. This is what I do. Again, I'm storing my water. This is a 18.9 liter jugs. I have over 8 of them preparing up. I'm seeing here again my power bank. These 2 are the power bank. This is my solar panel that producing energy to charge up my battery. As you can see right now, this is fully charged. It's fully charged. So from my solar panel, I don't need to use electricity to charge these up. This power bank here is when I don't have no electricity. I plug my phone, my computer, laptop, and also the solar panel is what charge up these. Here again is my light. See here? This is my light used by battery. Can light up my house if the power went out. Here, there. There's another one. This is my light. See there? See it shine up? So I'm preparing. So you had to keep prepared. Be ahead of time. Don't be like, remember this famous story with the 10 virgin? 5 were foolish, 5 were wise. 5 took oil in their lamp in the times of needs. So you had to always prepare, but this time is not oil you need. You need oil, you need water, everything. So this is my little garden that I'm doing right now. This is cucumber start to bear. Over here I have my callaloo that I already reaping out of. Yes, people, as I was saying earlier on, it could be the trade war between China and US. Because if you go to California right now, there are lots of cargo ship on the ocean dock cannot load, cannot unload. And there are thousands on top of thousands of empty containers not shipping out. So that could be the real cause of the food getting short. But I heard US blaming China for stealing their trade deal. But when they come about in the 90s with globalization, they forgot what globalization means. It's about cross-border of goods, service, technology, people, and information. So they send their information to China to make cheap goods, because that's how China tricked them to let them come and provide jobs for their thousands of people. Because when I used to heard about China in the 80s, 90s, what I heard about China, it's poor communist China. Now China becomes a wealthy country. Because when this thing all started, I'm saying to myself, why on God earth every country is relying upon one country to making good for the world? So that don't seem real. Because I remember shortly after they signed this document into law, I asked myself why any of these Caribbean country or African country should any sign such a rubbish or put pen to this kind of rubbish, because what they design this globalization to transfer wealth from the poor country to the rich country. And right now it's only China alone benefiting. When I see in the 90s how in Jamaica our small pig farmer that planting their crop get wiped out because of this stupid thing that our leader signed into law. I see people have to letting their pig out of pen, cannot buy feed because the pig not selling, while meat from all these big country flooding our country, pork, chicken, red peas, tomato. And that's what, from that in the 90s until now, that's what caused these Caribbean countries to get so poor. Because we start producing and start to rely on these big companies to import food in our country. Because at first we could not compete them in no way. We don't have the land room, we don't have the skill training, we don't have the technology. So we was at a disadvantage from day one. And that's what really going on now. So China beat the world and take over everything. One God earth, one country should be making good for the rest of the world. These have to cause the crisis we are in right now. And the reason for this, is because of greed. All these companies want to get rich, so they capitalize on this globalization, and this is what it caused in 90% of people is suffering the hell, getting poorer, while the 10% making billions and billions of dollars more. Because if you can see, even out of this information that they are complaining about, see, they send their citizen information all over the world, and their citizen in return now getting scammed left, right, and center because of greed. So again, China beat on at the game. Because China is very, very smart. So people, this is what's going on. And until next time, just like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Asante Sana.